What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and share this video far and wide, because South Africa is once again standing on the edge of political chaos, and you do not want to miss what's unfolding. The ANC-led government has just thrown a curveball that's shaking up the entire security cluster. President Cyril Ramaphosa has made a bold and controversial move. He has appointed Firoz Cachalia as the acting Minister of Police, and it's happening at the very moment that his own minister, Mchunu, finds himself entangled in a damning corruption probe that could rip open some of the deepest cracks in the ruling party. This is no ordinary reshuffle. This isn't some casual handover of responsibility. This is the kind of move that screams crisis management, scandal containment, and high-stakes political chess. Ramaphosa, already juggling the fragile government of national unity and relentless internal sabotage, has now placed one of his most trusted constitutional thinkers into a portfolio that has become a war zone of factionalism, police brutality, and ANC rot. And the timing couldn't be more suspect. Let's not forget who Firoz Cachalia is. He's not your typical ANC cadre. This is a man with deep legal roots, a veteran of democratic resistance, and someone who has long distanced himself from the patronage games that have defined post-Zuma ANC politics. His appointment to the National Anti-Corruption Advisory Council was seen as a signal that Ramaphosa was finally serious about cleaning house. And now, with Mchunu facing allegations linked to a complex web of procurement irregularities during his time as Water and Sanitation Minister, Cachalia has been thrown right into the lion's den. What makes this development even more explosive is the eerie silence from the ANC top brass. No statement from Paul Mchunu. No outrage from Gwede Mantashe. Not even the usual damage control from the presidency's spin doctors. That silence says one thing: this is bigger than just Mchunu. This is about control of the security state. This is about who controls the guns, the intelligence, and the political muscle heading into 2026. And right now, Ramaphosa seems to be making his move to isolate potential threats, consolidate power in the name of reform, and neuter any lingering Zuma-aligned networks. But the streets are already buzzing with speculation. Why appoint Cachalia now? Why not simply place Mchunu on special leave and let his deputy take over, as is typically the norm? Is Cachalia merely a placeholder, or is Ramaphosa planning a full-scale cabinet purge in the coming weeks? The whispers are growing louder. Some claim that intelligence reports pointed to coordinated sabotage within the police ranks, linked to high-profile corruption investigations and attempts to derail the work of the NPA. And others suggest that Mchunu was on the verge of being exposed in a broader network of illicit tender awards dating back nearly a decade. To understand how dangerous this appointment is politically, you have to look at what the police ministry controls. It's not just about law enforcement. It's about managing the country's most volatile institutions, from the South African Police Service to crime intelligence and public order policing. This is where loyalty can mean life or death. And by inserting a legal purist like Cachalia into the snake pit, Ramaphosa may be betting that principles can outgun patronage. But that's a risky wager. Already, murmurs are emerging from within Luthuli House, with some NEC members reportedly furious that Ramaphosa acted without wider consultation. ANC insiders are questioning whether the president is beginning to rule by decree rather than consensus, a red flag in a party already deeply fractured. Meanwhile, opposition parties are split. The DA has cautiously welcomed Cachalia's appointment, citing his clean record and history of integrity. But the EFF is having none of it. Julius Malema has already blasted Ramaphosa's decision, calling it a smokescreen to protect corrupt elites while scapegoating others. And here's the kicker: sources close to the Hawks confirm that Mchunu's case is just the tip of the iceberg. There's chatter that several cabinet ministers, both current and former, are under active investigation in connection to massive corruption networks involving infrastructure, sanitation, and public works contracts. If this probe blows open, South Africa could be staring at a scandal on the scale of state capture 2.0. Cachalia now has a storm on his hands. He steps into a ministry where trust is non-existent, morale is in the gutter, and the public perception of the police has reached rock bottom. From the Marikana massacre to the July 2021 unrest, the failures of leadership in this ministry have been catastrophic. And now, at a time when violent crime continues to surge, and communities feel abandoned by the state, Cachalia must steady a sinking ship while dodging political bullets. For Ramaphosa, this is a do-or-die moment. He's staking his fragile credibility on the hope that a figure like Cachalia can enforce order, oversee a cleanup, and reassert civilian authority over rogue elements. But if this gamble fails, it could backfire spectacularly. Already facing criticism for a slow and often ineffective reform agenda, another scandal in his inner circle could push him to the brink. Behind the scenes, the game is deadlier. With the GNU still fighting for legitimacy, and coalition partners already uneasy about ANC dominance, Ramaphosa's unilateral moves might strain already fragile alliances. The IFP, PA, and even elements within the DA are watching closely, because if this is the start of a purge, everyone is wondering who's next. Meanwhile, ANC veterans are reportedly furious. Some believe that targeting Mchunu, a long-standing party loyalist and former KwaZulu-Natal premier, could further inflame the always volatile KZN faction. That's a province where allegiances can swing fast and revenge is rarely delayed. And if KZN turns cold on Ramaphosa, the GNU stability could be shattered from within. There's no telling where this goes next. Will Mchunu be formally charged? Will other ministers be named? Can Cachalia survive the political minefield he's just walked into? And is Ramaphosa finally serious about dismantling the corruption networks, or is this just another tactical reshuffle to distract from deeper rot? One thing's for sure, this isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of something massive. South Africa is about to witness either a new dawn of accountability or another dark chapter in the never-ending tale of power, betrayal, and corruption. Stay locked in. Subscribe, like, and share this video, because what happens next could rewrite South Africa's political future.